Salam alaikum, alaikum salam. Buenos dias, peace and blessings be to all. Pray you guys are having a great day today. And always, peace be unto your families. Kensambi iloha kutara to all. Like always, guys, making the donuts, just driving around, doing what I gotta do. Was thinking about here on my own, and I figured, all right, let me just turn on the camera and just share the thoughts, which most likely I'm more than sure that a lot of you guys have thought the same way. And the thought process was, why is it easy, not just in humanity, but in our traditions, right, that we follow here, you know, for me as Nkisi Malongo, why does it seem easier for you to do something for yourself or for someone or to someone else? Why is it easy, or is much easier in a sense, to do for some what's called negative work? For others, it's, we will say, negative polarity, or a reverse or contrasting polarity one to another, whatever. But let's just use a simple word that everybody knows: negative, because this is how people see it, as negative work. Which really, most of the times, it's a work that's either stronger or less stronger, or in a certain capacity that doesn't harm someone to a great or profound level. Because in everything there's ups and downs, there's goods, there's bads, you know. So this is all what is a life, what's part of life, you know. But ask yourself, when you're about to do something for someone, for yourself, or for somebody else, or to someone, in a sense of either protecting yourself or reversing something, or just sending something to someone or doing something because they are inflicting you in a way, your mind works different in those cases. Why is it that, and I'm not saying for everyone, but I'm saying for the most part, when you're going to do a negative work, that we're using that word, things that we think about, and I'm not saying that we think about the best things and the most profound ways. We all don't. This takes a lot of learning from your elders, because believe me, there's a lot more involved. But predominantly, we think of things to do wicked easy. That's what I'm getting down to. Why is it that if you yourself need help, or you yourself need your spirits or your infumbe, or whatever you want to call it, to help you, why is it so difficult for you to find a way to have your things help you in life? Why is it not easy? Yes, I know it has to do with experience. You have to have experience. I know it has to do with your elders teaching you. But like I said, in humanity, it's very easy for somebody to put a finger out on you, right? Or say a bad word to you, will send you to wherever they want to send you to, you know, foul language. And it's easy for you to come back and real fast. But it's hard for you to hold back. So in the same sense, it's easier for us to ask our things or to do certain works, to do certain things, to do the negative work, the negative side of things, not the positive side. Because if we are looking for betterment of ourselves, right, using our spirits, our guides, our enfumbes, our engangas, our encondis, our whatever you may have, why is it for a lot of us it's hard? Like, things don't come to the mind other than just speaking. Because of course we speak, right? And we speak to our things, right? But as far as doing a bilongo, when you want to introduce a bilongo to do something good for yourself, for your betterment, whatever it may be. Maybe you want another house. Maybe you want financial stabilization. Maybe you want health. Maybe you want healthy children. You know, there's so many things, or a better position at a job, you know, or things to become more easier for you to, because we're not looking for miracles here, you know, but we are looking for things to work more in our favor, so it becomes a little more easier for us to attain what we want to obtain or accomplish. And that takes experience. That takes teaching. And I'm not saying that nobody out here knows how to use their things to do anything that I have said. Because yes. But when you come into contact with this tradition, I'm speaking about Nkisi Malongo, there's always a, how much do you know and how much could you think or bring into play, and what could you use for that type of bilongo or for that type of situation in order to use it. Because people forget this big concept. Palo has an animistic side to it. And if you don't have that animistic side, it becomes more complicated. And even with the animistic side of it, how much could you bring in animation to mind? And I'm not speaking about cartoons. I'm speaking about the animistic side of it, and how much could you the animation bring in your conscious being in order for you to use that and as part of your bilongo. Introduce it. Remember, Palo ain't just spirit or enfumbe. Palo goes way beyond that. There are things in Palo that it's more. Yes, it's enfumbe. Yes, it's spirit. Yes, it's bilongo, but knowing what type of bilongo. Yes, it's animistic also. There's so many things that come into play in Palo when you are doing Nkisi Malongo. You're working with it. It ain't that simple. And at the same time, it is. But without the know-how, becomes difficult for some. And I'm just, these are things that come to mind, And these are thoughts, so brothers and sisters could start looking at things in a different way and start understanding that we have to be more connected with nature. The more you connect with nature, and when I speak about nature, I'm speaking about everything that has to do with nature. From bugs to animals, from birds, all types, from all type of four-footed creatures, from all type of water creatures, from all type of trees, from the conditions of the air, the fire, the soil composition, everything. And I know it's very hard because we are not all gonna learn all that. But the more we get in contact, or the more we familiarize ourselves with these natural things in this planet, the more we'll have the concept, and we could use the concept of these things and introduce it to our medicine. I hope that I'm not fumbling and I'm not making you guys go all over the place. And still, even just this will make it easier in a sense, but still, a lot of times, how to introduce these things into the medicine is also a learning process. And when to introduce it, and how to introduce it, and what effects is this going to have? Is it going to have the effect that I want? Is it going to oversee the effect that I want? Is it going to have less effect than I wanted for it to have? All these things come in play. Because when you're trying to do some type of medicine for good, for someone or something, you want to do that medicine in a way that it affects exactly that point that you're trying to do. Not that it affects that, but then it ruins something else. And my tata's understanding, that's bad medicine. Either or, whether you do the positive or the negative. You know? So, I just came in to give you guys a quick, I don't know where I come up with this quick video, like always, guys. You know, just putting my thoughts into things and sharing things with people like that. We could wake up, we could see, we could elaborate, we could leave comments, we could share. Please share the video, thumb up the video for the algorithm. And I know a lot of you tatas and yayas out there know all this. This is not for the seasoned tata or yaya. The majority of my videos are for new initiates, new people coming into the tradition, not for the elders that have a recogido, that know. So no, this is not for the elders. This is for new people or young people in the tradition that haven't been too long in it, or people who've been initiated but haven't really kept on progressing in it, just initiated, and for some way, somehow, something in life happened that they couldn't keep on. There's something, you know, was in the way, and they're coming back to it. This is why I make videos like this. You see, I'm not gonna sit here and make videos on how to write patipembas. I'm not gonna make videos on how do you do ceremonies. These are things that you learn from your elder, because every house is different. Some might have some similarities, but every house is different in patipembas, in mambos, in ceremonies. It's different. So I can't sit here and do that. Plus, that's against our tratados anyway. But for that, there's a whole bunch of other guys on YouTube doing that, and I always advise to be very careful using patipembas that you see online and rituals that you see online. Be very careful. Salam alaikum, alaikum salam, kasami alaikum. Thumb up the video, guys, for the algorithm. Be safe. Any question, any comment, my email address is W3QIN1973. W3QIN1973 @gmail.com. Thank you.